And when this is Quake, man, these are going to be my thoughts on the Doom beta. And I'll be perfectly honest, I know a lot of people are probably going to get angry that I say this and not give it more time, but all I did was play one match of the Doom beta. And even though, yeah, sure, I probably should have played at least an hour, 2 hours worth of the beta before I pretty much finalized my opinion, but I'm going to be brutally honest that I'm not going to waste my time with this. In terms of the Doom's multiplayer, this is dead to me. This is not Doom. This is definitely an evolution of Doom, but I wouldn't say in a good way. Now, a lot of people that you probably have already seen this information probably know what I'm going to mention. The first thing I'm going to mention is that the multiplayer is being made by Certain Affinity, not New id, which bothers me, because if you know those people, they're the ones that made the Halo 4 multiplayer, the Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer, and Halo Master Chief Collections multiplayer. That's basically it. They have more background, but I don't care about it, because those three are the painstaking reasons for this. So the fact that New id's not even working on this, and a different company is working on the multiplayer, there's already cracks in there. And there's already people trying to tell us, oh, all these Doom purists out there who are hating the multiplayer, you know, need to understand that things change. This isn't going to be like Doom 1. That's fine. But the moment you put in loadouts in the game, you can't pick up any other weapons besides those two weapons, and pretty much nerf the rocket launcher and the SSG to ruin the purpose of those weapons from the original game, you have a problem with me, and you have a problem with a lot of other people already. Now, I get it. Maybe you console people out there, and I don't like being this person who's like PC Master Race type of attitude, but you console people out there who played Call of Duty all the time on consoles only may think that this is the coolest thing ever. But for me, who played Quake 3 Arena, Unreal Tournament 99 in 2004, and as well as the classic Doom 1 and Doom 2 using Zendrunum or Skulltag back in the day, understand how this game is supposed to function. Or at least how an arena shooter should function in that regard. This is not it. The fact that there's an experience system to unlock, like, I think there's a total of 8 or 10 weapons in the official game, so you unlock more weapons for your loadouts, or unlock more handling stuff besides a frag grenade, personal teleporter, or a vortex grenade, or the fact that you can customize your armor, which is the only thing I have no complaints about. Like, everything else I have no much complaints. The maps look great, the setup is great, the map Warpath that they get us to play I think is a fun game type as long as people know what the hell they're doing, because in the beta, not a lot of people know what they're doing. You can kind of tell from the video footage I recorded. I mean, I'm not better, but who cares? And this is just not the multiplayer that I wanted. Now, yeah, they have the power-ups I want, like haste and quad damage at the Demon Ruin, but you have all these issues with the loadout system, the fact that you can't pick up any other weapons, you're restricted to those weapons, and the ammo is open-ended, which means when you pick up the ammo box, it gives you ammo for both your weapons. That's it. And the only weapons that you almost want to use is either the rocket launcher, the vortex rifle, lightning gun depending on the scenario, and the SSG. That's it. The heavy rifle is not going to be used, and even though, you know, there's also the plasma gun, no one uses that either. They nerfed all the weapons down to the point that it makes a lot of the weapons that should be useful not useful. The plasma gun is supposed to be a deadly weapon that pretty much can murder you without armor in the original Doom, as well as slightly Doom 3. Even though Doom 3's multiplayer was not as impressive as classic Doom, it still was good enough for when it was released on PC. And this multiplayer is just not it. It really isn't. It looks great, and the customization of your character's armor and the fact that you can customize the weapons designs is pretty cool. But the loadout system, the leveling system, these hack modules, which I'm not going to even describe because they're just insulting to the game in the first place, they mesh too many things together and pretty much doesn't have itself its good identity. Now again, I've said this before to some of my friends, and it's that, okay, well, they could release a playlist that has, you know, classic Doom. And I think I've already mentioned this before in my last video. And that's probably not going to get played. Console-wise, it won't. PC, it depends. We don't know if it's going to have dedicated servers or not. The beta only had matchmaking, which makes me wonder if PC people are going to be stuck with matchmaking, which you know people don't like. Titanfall died off because of that. So did most of the Call of Duty games, even though they still get played when they get released, like Black Ops 3, but they usually die super fast because of the matchmaking system problem. No one likes it on PC. You need to have dedicated servers. So, literally, this is a mess. A lot of people are probably going to like this game and play it, but I betcha that within about 3 months after the game gets released, no one's going to care about the multiplayer besides the snap map feature with friends. That's it. I just ranted myself off for the past 5 minutes, and you know what? I'm fine with that. I understand that there's going to be a bunch of people out there, which I'm not naming names, but there's a bunch of YouTubes out there that talk about how this is amazing, this is great, this is effing sick, stuff like that. And sometimes I question them if they've ever played a arena shooter. And if they have, do they understand what makes those games so good, or they got too enrolled with the Call of Duty aspect that they just completely forgot. I mean, I'll admit to this video to you guys. I play Call of Duty. I play Halo. Because in those genres, they're fun. But I still play Quake. I still play Doom. Because those games are always timeless for me. They're always fun. I have nothing else more to say. I only recorded one match. That's what you're seeing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed my another ranting, rambling on this. And I'm more excited for the single player portion at this point, because the multiplayer is dead to me. Unless Bethesda can take the criticism from people like me, even though they're probably not going to care, but a lot of people who pretty much made their stuff known on the Steam forum page, if they can change the multiplayer to be exactly what we wanted in this short time frame of a month, I'll be blown away. But I'll be perfectly honest, that's not going to freaking happen. So I'm just going to stick with the single player, probably do a playthrough of it or live stream it, depending. And I'll leave it at that. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone.